Morning. Hello, I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Wednesday, 5th of July. So, I hope you're doing well. I'll be doing some mini reads this morning, hopefully, if anyone books in. I don't think anyone's booked in. Here's your link for it in the live chat there. Did anyone? Nope, we haven't got any bookings this time. Not yet, anyway. So if you want one of those while I'm live, then book in. Otherwise, I'll be doing a twin flame read. So let's get some cards out for that. What can I say? Oh, very busy this morning. I woke up before 5 o'clock and I went out onto the beach for a walk. Got 8,000 steps in this morning because I was up so early. But wow, there's so many people still out from last night. It's full of Irish at the moment. And before it was probably 10 past 5. I was having conversations with two. One stopped me wanting to know if there was anywhere still open to party. I sent him on his way one place that might still be open, but I don't know, past 5 o'clock. Anyway, there's that. And then someone else came alongside me and chatted me as I was walking about the first guy, another Irish, and then the beach. There was like so many of them, like just the Irish staying up past wherever everything's closed down and they're still up. So it was pretty eventful this morning on my beach walk, where usually it's really quiet, and I see the guy that lives in the house just up there. He's usually with the dog on the beach in the morning, picking things up from the beach, like the homemade bamboo fishing rods that wash up on the beach and stuff like that. He's out there foraging in the morning, so I saw him as usual, but it was so busy. It's usually just me and him on the beach in the morning. Anyway, what else? Oh, let's get some cards out. Hello, just me and the moon. How are you? What else? For an interesting session yesterday about posture and alignment and all of that kind of thing. She's pretty good. She had me doing a few. I told her about like what was going on in my body and stuff, and she had me do a few movements and things and watched me, and it was really interesting. She sent me some homework this morning, but I was already working, so my phone was going ping 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 with all the messages from her while I was trying to record a video. So let's see what we've got in the cards for twin flames. The Lovers. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Like that. Hey, Maria. I was wondering where you were. Usually the first, Maria, to say hello in the morning. Apart from Chicken Cat and all of the Irish on the beach. So and there was a cat on the beach too. A little kitten. This was it was still dark. I'd already talked to a couple of people already, but by the time I got to the actual beach, because I walked down the beach street first, just a few meters from the beach, and then went onto the beach, and almost full moon at the moment, of course. It was still dark, and there was a little kitten on the beach, walking toward the water. Oh, hello, kitty. I wish I'd had my phone with me, because I would have taken it. It was beautiful. The cat, black and white cat on the beach with the moon. Not often you see cats on the beach. Cats tend not to like the beach. The Lovers and the Seven of Swords. Oh no, it was too good to be true, wasn't it, with the Lovers coming out first? Seven of Swords is deception. No, it's not deception. It's someone not thinking. It's someone thinking that someone doesn't like them or something like that. It's doubt. It's someone thinking, oh, they don't really like me. This isn't really true. It isn't real. It's that kind of thing. It's doubt about lovers. Someone questioning it, whether it's true or not. Four of Cups, feeling a bit despondent. Despondent is the word that I got. Well, there you go. Every day we feel despondent. But the Six of Swords, there's movement coming. Yeah, this is the, I don't think it's really true. I think I'm making it up kind of thing. Kind of a feeling, despondency, and then there's movement happens. The Tower, which is a surprise. Ta-da! Just as you kind of give up and think, nah, this is not true. They don't really like me. 2 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups. They come your way. It's a surprise. Movement happens. It's a love offer. And it makes your wishes come true. 9 of Cups. And they all live happily ever after. So if you're going through 7 of Swords, like, I'm not sure I'm fooling myself. I'm not sure if I'm fooling myself at the moment, kind of an energy. You might be surprised very shortly. So it's just as you're thinking, nah, they don't like me, that they come in. Now, in a human perspective, what that might be, because we're reading each other's energies, and how each of other are feeling, that kind of thing. It could be when they feel you, could feel your connection with them, and then when they feel you pulling away a little bit, that despondency, that could be when they make the move. Chip my nail, gel. Didn't notice that. Okay. So let's get into the masculine and the feminine now. I guess it's going to be quiet in here because America's got some festivities at the moment, right? It'll still be the 4th of July for them. They do something on the 4th of July. I'm not sure what it is. Perhaps you know. But I always remember the 4th of July is the thing for them. Don't they burn themselves with fireworks on 4th of July? Is that what they're doing? Well, I hope they're not doing that, but some kind of a celebration. Some kind of a celebrations. Yule. So, we're talking about divine masculine here. Elemental of air and Yule. What's that all about? Yule. Christmas. It's the death card. Death and rebirth. Yule. Where are you? Here it is, the end of something. Moment of darkness before the dawn, a crisis of faith. Fear or hope for change. Fear of or hope for change. Crisis of faith, it's that in-between worlds. It's like something is about to change. The elemental of air, I would say it's them thinking about it so much. Too much. Fresh insight. Layers of complication, overthinking things. Yeah. So, yeah, perhaps it's the divine masculine then that's in this 7 of Swords. Like, I'm not sure about it because there's that overthinking there and that in-between worlds. It's never a nice place to be, that between the ending of something and the start of something else. Divine masculines. Happy enough where they are. Oh. So the circle and the 6 of fire. And then the 9 of earth, which suggests that they're happy enough where they're at. The circle there. Isn't that something about ancestors? Hanged man. It's not about ancestors. It's about sacred space. Creating a safe, clean environment, setting boundaries, focusing exclusively on the spiritual for some time, for a time. Right, so they might be kind of withdrawn, the masculine at the moment, but 6 of fire is Saturn. Conservative, serious energy. Situations must be reviewed and analysed, and decisions made with calculating precision, because this is serious stuff. But what happens now will determine future trends. Much can be won, but not without a cost. So masculine's very much in the logical and overthinking things at the moment. They're happy enough where they are, but they're in an in-between world and very serious about choices right now. This is important stuff for the divine masculine. And it might not be like choices for lovers and stuff like that. It could be, but not necessarily. It feels more like a stability kind of thing for me in themselves. Okay, which is so important for masculines before they come into a relationship. They seem to need that more than feminines, that stability. Feminines, where's feminines at the moment? We've got the Ace of Earth, the seed that everything comes from. Anything is possible kind of thing. I want to start something new, something for the long term, something that will grow old, perhaps someone to grow old with, yeah. Something that's going to stick around. So Divine Feminine's wanting that big offer, the seeds planted for the long term. And the Six of Earth. Ooh, can't remember what the Six of Earth is. Is that woodland creatures? Is it? Trees and forest. I always say woodland creatures, don't I? And it's the trees and forest. It represents moving from one place to another. Of course it does. This is something that helps you transition from one state to another state. It provides a touchstone that you can always return to when needed. It's a safe place that protects and also prepares you for what's to come. Right, so she's ready for movement, as usual. Right, Ace of Earth. Let's just read that one. 2. The Ace of Earth contains the potential one could hope for. Everything that exists or can exist is in this ace. It's the seed of the universe. When this card shows up, it's a gift, a sign that you can make a lot with a very little. Make a lot with very little. Okay, she's ready for movement. She's ready to make a lot with very little. Lots of potential. Went back to CrossFit yesterday. I started exercising again yesterday. And then went for my alignment session straight after. I wasn't sure it was going to be right for me. She's a bit hippy-dippy, burn sage, that kind of stuff. Yoga teacher. Not particularly well-built herself kind of thing, as yoga teachers tend not to be. But, yeah, she knows her stuff for sure, which is good. Going back next week. After a week of exercises that she's given me. 5 of water, belladonna. I'm ready to fight for something, huh? Ooh. Feeling feisty. Five of water is war. Highly dramatic situations with all parties involved feeling highly charged and restless. And I'm just getting a feisty energy with this. Rather than that dramatic situation. She can make things dramatic if she wants to, because she's feisty right now. A bit sassy. So, feeling sassy, feeling like setting things on fire, shaking things up a bit, feeling a bit courageous, and the moon. Of course, the moon for Divine Feminine, reflected so much by the moon, pulls at our water. I learned something really interesting about muscles and stuff like that from a video I watched last night about diet and muscles. You know, you eat protein and that gives your body what it needs to build the muscle, to repair the muscle, not just muscles, but all kinds of things in the body and all of that. But carbs, when you eat carbs, it pumps those muscles full of water, is what it does. It kind of fills the muscles up. And yeah, so like when you have, you know, people say you eat pasta and then it's on the hips the next morning. You eat pasta and your weight, like I did last night, your weight is more the next day, but it's the water going into your muscles. Your muscles got more of a pump to them. Because I was watching a video, Will Tennyson, I really like him. He makes great videos. That is really funny, and it's really good content too, like for fitness and stuff. Anyway, I watched a video of his, I think it was from a long time ago, but Greg Doucette, the trainer, was, who is a bodybuilder, was a competitive bodybuilder, had Will do a cut for I don't know how long for, but he cut like 8 pounds or something like that, and was really quite flat. You know, his muscles weren't well defined because you lose a lot when you do a cut. And then was telling him how to eat for a competition kind of thing. So the day that he broke his cut was the day before he would have done a competition, a bodybuilding competition. So what they want to do is be like really dehydrated but pumped full of carbs, so all the water is in the muscles to make him look really big and all of that kind of thing. So interesting. I wouldn't like to do it myself. It sounds dreadful on the body, but like meals of like 6 cups of rice, but like 7-8 meals a day of like chocolate and 6 cups of rice, and just too much. But it did work. Like, it really did make a massive difference in his body. Suddenly he was like blown up. But I thought, yeah, that's what happens after you eat pasta. It goes to your muscles, not to your hips. Anyway, just a bit of trivia there for you. Samain, or however you say that, because I can never remember. It's the moon card. Reflected by the moon. Pulls our water around, as does eating carbohydrates. Moon. 2 pictures. There you are, moon. Okay, well, it's a period of reflection. It's the time to go within. It's a things aren't always as they appear to be. It's perhaps being in the unknown, in the darkness, not feeling very comfortable, but strengthening our connection as we do, and being more open to the unknown, which of course is where all the magic is, the unknown. If you think about it, if you plan everything out and everything is like, you know, very, very well planned out, you limit your options, you limit the magic. Not much can happen when everything is planned out. So if everything is known, you know where you're going to go at what time, and then you know what you're going to do next, and you know what you're going to eat, and all of that kind of thing. There's not much room for magic, right? But in the unknown is unlimited possibility. My ex, his brother, was married to this woman, of course. Well, not of course, in fact. But they used to laugh about it because she would send out itineraries via email a week in advance. If we were doing anything, like anything family, she would make an itinerary for it and send it to everyone, and it was just like a standing joke kind of thing. It's like, we've got to follow her plan. And it was like that. It was regimented. Not much room for magic there, or relaxation or anything spontaneous at all. So, however, in the spontaneous, like, she obviously is not open to spontaneous or in the flow kind of an energy at all. It can be very confronting, the unknown, that space, the void. I mean, some people don't even want to have time by themselves because of that void. And that might have been you and me in the past. Not so much, really. I remember, like, when I was a teenager, I guess I had a little bit more of that feeling, like not liking to be alone. But then again, I went to the cinema by myself one time, and my friends were like, why did you do that? It didn't feel horrible. And I'm like, no, it was all right. I was pretty much always okay with my own company. It's better than being with my family, for sure. Also, you can be uncomfortable with silences as well. It's the same kind of thing, being uncomfortable with the space, with the void. It can cause people not to want to meditate as well. That can be uncomfortable for people. Silence, being by themselves, what else? Not being busy. Boredom. There's always something to do, I find. However, I only get the feeling of boredom when life has been too much the same. There's always something to do. I can fill up my time, but there's so much to do, and I like it. I've got a lot of good things that I would like to do. But if I've not been out with my friends, if I've not been socializing very much, that's when I can start getting bored. And it's not really boredom, it's a feeling of, I don't know what. It's like boredom, but it's not boredom, because it's not like I've got nothing to do. It's a feeling like there's something lacking. It's a feeling of imbalance is what it is. Imbalance in my life. Anyway, that's not what this is. This is just getting that used to that unknown in that space, and we're still waiting. Are we nearly there yet? Are we nearly there yet? It's that kind of an energy. Maybe not being completely comfortable in that. But so it's I'm ready for it. I'm being a bit sassy. I might say something or do something that gets the ball rolling, because I'm uncomfortable with the void that I'm in, waiting for it. Yeah. Divine Masculines. Where are they at again? Oh yeah, they're very serious right now. Okay. Judgment. Yeah, very, very serious decision. The Wheel. Oh, let's read these out. 2 majors in the Miserable Lady deck. Let's read it. Judgment. If we ask, the Divine will answer. The key, though, is not only asking, but listening. After posing the question, keep your spirit calm enough to hear the response. Actively seek it, look forward to its arrival, and by all means prepare to act on it, for it will undoubtedly change your life. Okay, so they're asking then what they should do. They're asking the Divine what they should do. Wheel of Fortune. He knows he's continually in motion. The eternal expression of his experience is always changing. At the centre, in the depths of his heart, he finds enough stability to not be upset or alarmed by the natural changes in life. Ooh. Not particularly happy with movement and change is the masculine, and wanting to know what to do next. Perhaps having experienced a lot of change is feeling a little bit unstable, and he's feeling like if he makes a decision that creates more change in his life, that might be too unsettling for him right now. The 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. The 5 of Wands, this deck. Working together can lead to fabulous results, as evidenced in the 4 of Wands. However, getting to the result may be fraught with conflict and trouble, particularly when people feel very strongly about something. Egos and expectations get in the way of the easy flow of communally generated energy. So a bit of conflict there. And the Knight of Swords. We'll say nothing in this deck. The Knight of Swords. Power of the mind. It's just about the power of the mind. So they've got to be thinking it. They've got to be thinking it and get into alignment in their mind before they'll make a move, is what all of that's saying. Bit of internal conflict about it. Told you, it's all about stability at the moment for the Divine Masculine. It's like so important for them right now. Perhaps because of too much movement with that Wheel of Fortune. Feeling a bit unsteady. Some of them might even have vertigo right now, as you know, as a manifestation of that feeling that they've got inside. Masculine is not feeling great at the moment. Divine Feminine, we've got the Chariot. She's like, let's go. More alignment in the Divine Feminine. There's still a little bit of unsure, itty. 9 of Pentacles, she's pretty much happy enough where she is right now. The Devil. temptations, overindulgence, that kind of thing. Tempted to indulge. It's a shame. I'm going to the other island tomorrow. It's a shame because the guy that I was talking to the last couple of months, he stopped messaging me like 3 weeks ago. It's a shame. It's a waste. I was going to see him when I went this time, but I'm not messaging him. Stop messaging me, so I'm not messaging him. I'm not starting it up again just because I'm going there. If he's not going to respond when I tell him that I'm coming in 3 weeks, that's on him. He loses. Snoozes, he loses. The Six of Pentacles. Reciprocation. Let's read that out in this deck because reciprocation is a big, important topic for Divine Feminines. Because we've done so much of the not having that reciprocation. Six of Pentacles. Seems that nobody ever has everything they ever want. Ever. It seems that nobody ever has everything they want. So deciding how to use the resources you have is important. Decisions are not always clear, and divine guidance may feel absent. Trust the universe and make your decision. So she might be questioning whether she can have everything that she wants then. Let's get some of those other cards out. The unknown, what's-he doodles. These ones. Wild unknown archetypes, I think they are. Divine masculine. Okay. The womb and the ring. Oh. Okay. The womb, babies. The ring, commitment. Now this could be Divine Masculines wondering, do they want kids? Do they not want kids? It might be affecting them getting together with the Divine Feminine. Either way, she wants kids. If he wants kids, he might be really making big decisions in his life right now. Do I want to have kids or not have kids? Because of the next decisions that I make, I've got to be conducive to that or to not that. He might feel like if I get committed to somebody now, they can't have kids and I still want kids. That's not the best thing to do. Or if I get committed now, I know she wants kids, I don't. That's probably not the best thing to do. It's something like that. We could be talking age difference here because of that. Always tricky, like the trickiest part of it really, isn't it? With the age difference and being at different stages of life. And let's face it, you know, so people are having kids older and older now, and there doesn't have to be that much of an age difference for someone still to want kids. People are leaving it so late now that it's very difficult to have them. But I'm surprised, I'm often surprised because I see like people saying that they've got young kids, like on YouTube and stuff. And they're old, they're older than me and they've got young kids. I'm like, whoa, whoa, you left it late. Is this the cards? Okay, it is. The bridge. So, betwixt one place and another, the in-between. Yes, the Yule card, that was that. I knew it came up in the reading for them sometime. They're in that in-between at the moment. They're not sure, but they're moving from one place to another. Agape, that unconditional love. So they've got like an unconditional love for the Divine Feminine. got love in the heart, but they're making serious decisions, like logical decisions in their life. Eternal child, still hanging on by a thread. The child part of them, the lad, are they really ready for this? Or are they still too young? That. So yeah, for some of them we're talking about Divine Feminine wants children, I think, in this reading. It could be the other way around, but it feels to me that that's the most likely scenario in this case. Don't know. Anyway, Gnosis, they know. They know deep down what it is that they want. So there is a bit of a pullback from the Divine Masculine in there about getting involved and committed, which they know that they will. They're thinking about commitment. But I would say that this is someone that hasn't made up their mind about some of those things that you really should know about by now. Yeah. Hey, Ali. People barbecue and drink and watch fireworks. You did none. Oh well, I'm doing this instead. And what's it in celebration of? What are you celebrating, Ali? Oh, you're watching the beginning, so you won't be hearing me now. Let's get into the Divine Feminine. The tear. Sadness. Perhaps some healing energy there. Emotional release. The Pilgrim on a spiritual evolution journey right now. Ooh. Yesterday I went for a walk on the beach barefoot. Like later than this morning. About 8:30 I think I went out. And I walked 2 laps of the beach, which is about 11,000 steps. It'd been raining in the night. And you know, when it rains on the beach gets all speckled, all bumpy. Or when you walk about 11,000 steps on that, it hurts your skin. Those little bumps become really painful. It's nice and soft at the start, but it's not soft at the end when your feet have been grated by those little bumps for an hour and a half. My feet still hurt now. I didn't walk barefoot this morning. Too much. Painful, bumpy beaches. The things I have to put up with living on a tropical island. Anyway, the Tear and the Pilgrim, she's on a spiritual journey right now. The desert. That's why nothing's happening. That just reminds me that a big chunk of cards with the box fell out because the Divine Masculine had been getting those boxes, those labels and kind of things, and it might be about the eternal child, and it might be about having children or not and stuff like that. They might be trying to figure out who they actually are, because it might not be aligned with who they always thought they were or what they were always going to do with their lives and stuff like that. Divine Feminine, the shadow. Oh, shadow work. Well, we have got the feisty side coming out here, sassy pants here. So this spiritual journey Divine Feminine's on at the moment might have something to do with shadow work, could have something to do with sadness from the past as well, that needs healing as well. Probably a healing journey, it usually is, isn't it? These spiritual trips that we go on, like the pilgrims that we are. Yes, healing. Apocalypsis and the Castle. Apocalypsis, need to look it up. Can't remember it. Yep. Says prophetic disclosure or revelation, event of great importance. Right, so whatever she's going through right now, Divine Feminines, whatever you're going through right now, this spiritual thing, it's healing, it's important. You're going to get a revelation from it, and a heart's going to come from it, and you'll be better for it. The Castle, something about building something, something about having and holding and building something and keeping it, and it being yours, and it's for you, and other people being able to help you with that, help you build your castle, and it's still yours kind of thing. You don't owe it to them afterwards. It's stuff like that, being able to have and to hold. It's got something to do with that. It's like you can't, until you've healed this thing, you won't actually be able to claim. When the Divine Masculine comes in and builds with you, you still will feel like it's on shaky ground, like it's not really yours, like you don't, not deserve it, but it's not yours, and you can't keep it, and you can't. There's some healing to do before you're going to feel like it's yours. How interesting. So let's get deeper into that then. This healing for the Divine Feminine, let's just get a little bit into that then. This healing journey that we're on at the moment, the spiritual escapade. Oh, that's the name of someone's channel, isn't it? What are we healing? What do we need to heal? I guess it's going to be individual, but they can give us a bit of a clue. Give it a clue. What are we healing? If anyone wants a mini read, book one in right now, because I'm not going to be around for much longer. And don't forget, I'm not here on Friday. Always want to call it Friday. Not here on Friday. I'll still be on the other island, and I'll be coming back that day. Invoking self-realization. There, yeah, dispelling sadness. That tear was there, dispelling sadness. So there's been some sadness in life, and it could be coming out. Sometimes it comes out of me, like if I'm watching movies or something like that, there'll be a trigger in that, and the sadness from long ago will come out. I will feel better once I get the rest I need. Rest, being taken care of, and all of that kind of thing. The sadness around that needs to come out, locked in the body, you know. It's tears, like still locked in the body. Invoking self-realization. Each breath confirms how awake I already am. Self-realization. And encountering conflict. I don't choose sides, I take a stand. Yeah, it could be sadness over things in the past where you took a stand, but there's still sadness around it. You took a stand, you did the right thing, you made a good decision for yourself, yet there's still sadness, and that's okay. This and that can be true at the same time. Yet there's still feelings involved in that, you know. Could be any of these things. You might not resonate with some of them, you might resonate with all of them. I'm told to keep going. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. Polishing my heart. It's this side that's more important. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. So there's some things to feel and the emotions to come out. Processing grief. Rewriting the subconscious. It says the more I embrace feeling good, the less often I'll feel bad. But I feel it's more the other way around. Like if I let the feeling bad come out now, I'll allow myself to feel good. We can't truly feel good when we're holding emotions in, right? because we're just on the edge then, and we can't get into better emotions if we're pushing it down and like pretending that we don't want to cry and stuff like that. If those tears come out on the other, not straight away can you get into happiness, but on the other side of that, then you can start feeling better. There's a lot about emotions coming out here. An emotional time. This could be true for some divine masculines as well, I'm hearing as well. Healing heartbreak. And it doesn't have to be about romantic relationships too. It can be around family, all kinds of things. All kinds of things that we've lost. Oof. In life. Healing the heartbreak from that. My heart will love again. It makes sense, doesn't it? My heart will love again. Healing heartbreak and my heart will love again. This is the stuff that we need to do before a relationship comes in. Healing that heartbreak. Things that have broken our heart, the things that we've lost, the things that we've missed, the things that went wrong in our lives, the things that we have experienced, and perhaps some of that emotion still locked inside. There we go. That's what I've got. That's it. Check out my YouTube channel later, because I'll be doing a pick a card read, and it will be how they feel about you, because I'm only doing 2 this week. So check that out on my YouTube channel later. Thanks for coming along, anyone, everyone. And any of the mini reads that are purchased now will be done next week, Monday's show. So get them coming in, those questions, and we'll do them then. We'll have a great rest of your week, and have a great weekend as well. And I will see you guys on Monday next week. Bye.